In this video series, I'll be making a main wolf character. Here's what it will look like. Not only this, but also that. So let's get started. After I hide everything except for the cube, so I need to select the cube, and then select everything else except for the cube, and then press H to hide it. So now let's go to edit mode. Okay, so now that we're in edit mode, the first thing I want to do is go to orthographic by pressing 5. And then let's go to subdivide. Oh yeah, so one thing is, a lot of people make the mistake, they think that number of cuts equals number of segments. It actually doesn't. Because, for example, we have only one segment with each face. If I subdivide, now I have only one cut, but we have two segments. 2 cuts, 3 segments, and so on. So basically, the number of cuts is actually going to be one less than the target. So for example, if I want to have 12 segments, I need to do 11 cuts. If it would work. There you go. If I want to do 25 segments, I need to do 24, which I'm not going to do because I'm going to crash it. So in this case, I want to do just 3 cuts, so I can get 4 segments. And now I got that established. Then you go to front view and deselect everything first. Now one thing is that right now this thing is turned off, so if I want to select everything by holding B and clicking, and if I do this, it will select those, but I don't want that. Instead, I actually want to turn this off. Actually no, actually it's on, and then I select this, and then if I press delete and delete faces, that's what it looks like. And now that I did that, I can go ahead and actually do this. Actually, before I do that though, something else I want to do is this. So right now, if you subdivide and you have like 3 of these cuts, you notice that it's still a cube, but there's actually a way to fix that. If you go to smoothness, you can drag it up, and all the way to 1, you get a sphere, or at least close up to it. Now I would actually do this. Okay, so now I cut it in half so I can actually do this. Yeah, so mirror modifier is required so you can do every work on one side, but then the other side be cut over exactly. Next thing is, I need to use subsurf modifier. Put it to like 2 cuts. I'm in a class right now so you can see it. And of course, smooth shading. I'll start working the mouth since it's a difficult part to model. I can't exactly remember how I did it, so I'll try my best. So let's see, go to edit mode, select these 4 faces, and go side view. Oh yeah, before I do anything else, it's best to turn clipping on. So now I can do this, and then scale it down, something like that. Okay, next thing is, press I for insets, and then I have this. So sometimes if you do that, this will be on, but we don't want that because it makes these faces in the middle and I don't want that. So turn off, and now it's merged together. So now I'm going to go ahead and do this, extrude in like this. Actually, let me just turn this on so I can see what I'm doing. Something like that. And now another thing is, so over here it's actually convex, but here it's also convex, but it doesn't work very well, so I can just scale on the y-axis -1 times to fix that problem. Okay, let's see. Actually, I don't know why I'm doing that. Yeah. Okay, so let me rotate some so it can become that. I'm going to now take these corners and I'm going to smooth it out. Okay, so I'm going to do a loop cut so that I can get a nicer smoothness going on. And one thing you can do is this. You can change the smoothness up to like some number like this, for example. And you can change that too. Now the problem that happens is that when I do that, it actually makes these vertices not in the x-axis exactly 0. So I'll have to do this. And now it's glued together. And let's pull this out some more. Think that might be good. Nothing is. Do this. And maybe pull this out too. Okay, so let's now do this. Oh, actually. Oh, that's the inside. I wonder what's going on. Let's see. Okay, so that's actually a bit too far. So let me just drag it in. Okay, that's better. Except that now this is too much in. Yeah, so many characters actually trial and error, so that's why I'm having not the best time getting this figured out right now. Anyways, the next thing I can do is just add some loop cuts here. So I'll do 3 in this case. And just like before, I can just change this to a higher number. And you saw that as soon as I change it up to like past point something, it caused this. So just like before, I can just take this. I just hold loop this time and I just do SX0. And let's see, will this work? Nope, that didn't work, so I have to do this. Okay, so that actually worked. Except, let's see. Okay, good. For a second I thought it wasn't glued together. Okay, so now I can just take this over here. And, oh yeah, now you turn on proportional editing. By default, it's set to having not this on, but the problem is if I do that, it moves to lower jaw. I don't want that, so I need to turn this on, so now it doesn't do that. Okay, so now I can just take this part right here and move up like this. Something like that. And it's looking kind of weird down here, so let me try to fix that. And this too. Oh yeah, so the next thing I can do is this. Now, this is an option though, but I have to do this. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to do an upper clef. To do that, I select these two edges like this. I pull it out like so. Yes, I made opening, but now I can just select these two right here and press F for face. And now it is completed. I'll work on the inside of the mouth later, so I'll start the nose next. So let's see. So I need to select these 4 faces right here. Let's see now. Let's see if this is right. Yeah, so it is correct, but there's a problem right there. One, you notice that it's not split in half, and that's a weird looking nose. And second, you notice that with these new faces made, it makes it so that it's not shaded smooth like the rest, it's shaded flat. So I need to turn this on and then extrude it out. So it'd be like, actually no, I did it wrong once. Yeah, there you go. Okay, that's better. In fact, I need to do this. Let's see. Okay, so next thing is this. Let's put a loop right here. Oops. Before I do that though, I need to take these. I didn't mean to press Z. Oh yeah, so I need to do this. Let's see now. Sorry about that. Okay, so now I could just do this. And then, yeah, I did loop cut. And now I'm going to do another one, but this one's going to be too scaled in. So now it's separated, and it looks too wide now, so let me fix that. Yeah, so that's just how I could do it though. Let's see now, X in. Okay, that's better. So now I need to do this. Okay, let's see. Wait, did I mess something up? Not really. Okay, good. Oops. Oh yeah, there's something I messed up. Let me do that again. So, yeah. So if you make a mistake like that, you can just go to delete, and then you can either do dissolve edges or edge loops. I'm gonna do this one, and let me just move this back over here. And now I'm gonna try it again, like this. Actually, let me try Alt S. Okay, that's probably a little better to do. Okay, good. Also, I don't like this, so let me try to fix that. Oh yeah, another thing I could do is, to make it an even better put clef than being this smooth, I could just try Shift E to add a crease. And for some reason I didn't mean to go off the screen. So before and after, you can see that it does make a difference. Let me try to do over here too. Let's see. I think that worked. Except now I need to move this up. No, not like that. I'll just keep like that for now. Okay, so let's see. Well, I guess we'll go to the next section now. Except for one thing, I'm actually past the 10-minute mark, so I'll see you in part 2.